Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because...
Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Akers. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
You look at this Niner defense.
And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. A play fake. Now Cunningham.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Cunningham. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the... And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a 2nd and 6. Cunningham looking to throw. Out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. You look at this Niner defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass. Currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
He'll return it from the 6. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
On second down, here's Cunningham.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, it's Cunningham.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cunningham. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Second and 10.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Cunningham. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in, complete. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Here we go.
Second down and 10.
Press all 80. Come back in.
A final shot before break. Cunningham. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, it's Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Purdy Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 27-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. An extra point try now for Moody. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Seven Pirates.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 7 from the 20. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Third down, here's McCaffrey. Taking it right down Broadway. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. There he goes, right side. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Purdy now on second down. This will be caught at Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back now in Los Angeles. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
Now Cunningham. That'll be caught. It's caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A play fake, now Cunningham. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Cunningham to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Cunningham looking to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A second down throw for Purdy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is if you...
There he goes, left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Purdy from the gun.
He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 59, Rams 2.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to...
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Cunningham. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Cougar 19. 18 Ramblers. 18 Ramblers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And this one's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. That is caught. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Purdy to throw it on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would